to go into this haunted house, and I'm really freaked out. But that got me thinking, why is so much about Halloween so scary? From the time of year, to trick-or-treating, to costumes, all of their origins have to do with something pretty freaky, the dead. Let's head inside to find out more. Okay. Halloween's deathly origins have roots in many different cultures and places. There are many festivals, celebrations, and days that recognize the dead all over the world. They're often seen as a time where the spirit world and the world of the living overlap. Scary, right? But one big question I had about Halloween is, how come it's at the end of October? Various ancient pagan cultures marked this time of year with festivals and celebrations. It was a time when crops and plants were dying, the seasons were changing, and harvests were happening. Imagine doing this at night. For example, some ancient Celts in Ireland and Scotland believed this was a time of year where dead spirits would come back and roam the land of the living. Some even believed their dead relatives would come visit their homes. Okie dokie. Andale. When Christianity came along, some experts believe they wanted to replace the pagan festivals with Christian ones. Around the 7th century, the Pope created a holiday season called All Hallows Tide around the same time of year. Whoa, these lasers are so trippy. It was a 3-day holiday meant to celebrate saints and the souls of the recently dead. Hallow is an Old English word for holy or saints, and November 1st was All Saints' Day, or All Hallows' Day. So the day before All Hallows' Day was called All Hallows' Eve, which became Halloween. Bottom line, both the pagan festival and Christian holiday had a big focus on the dead. And what's it dressing up in costumes? How does that tie into spirits and the dead? Well, there's some evidence that those ancient Celtic festivals involved dressing up to hide from spirits visiting the living world. And of course, many other cultures include costumes and getting dressed up around their celebrations of the dead. One example is in Scotland and England around the 16th century. People would dress up to impersonate dead souls, or to protect themselves from them. Does that work? If it does, I'm kind of wishing I had a costume right now to protect me from this. These weren't like costumes we see today, like superheroes and elaborate makeup. It was often items found around the home, like a sack with the eyes cut out. And people would wear costumes to trick others into thinking they were dead souls returning from the afterlife. Sometimes, they would even threaten mischief if they weren't welcomed. That's where the trick part of trick-or-treat has some origins.
Trick-or-treat!
But to sum it up, costumes equals souls of the dead. Okay, I am thoroughly freaked out. I need to get out of this place. But before I do, I'm gonna tell you the deathly origins of trick-or-treating. So I just mentioned how people sometimes dress up to make others think they were dead souls. They would often knock on doors and demand for some kind of gift or offering for the dead. Christians were also encouraged to do the practice of souling. People, often kids, would go door to door. They'd offer to pray for the souls of the families recently deceased. In exchange, they'd ask for cake, a food item, or a gift. Go, 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 go! Not Stranger Things! Okay, I think I've spent enough time with the dead. Time to get back to the land of the living for some fun trick-or-treating. Happy Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, or whatever you want to call it. For CBC Kids News, I'm Einar Alin, and I'm never going back there.